Smart strides turn the tide. How Tata is beating plastic pollution. Hello and welcome back. Over the last 2 weeks, we have learned more about the extent of the plastics problem and understood different types of plastics better. Tata companies across the board are rising up to the challenge and adopting innovative solutions to stem the plastics problem. This week, let's take a look at some examples of how Tata companies are beating plastic pollution.
Tata Coffee and the Steel Bank. Large gatherings like weddings generate a lot of plastic waste. In rural areas, without proper waste management, this plastic waste pollutes the surroundings.
While organizing cleanliness drives as part of Tata Volunteering Week, we came to observe that a huge amount of plastic is being disposed of on the village roads. The reason, as explained by the concerned authorities, were twofold. One is the lack of awareness for the villages, and the other is the lack of alternatives. So here, we began the journey of Tata Coffee to promote environment sustainability by targeting single-use plastics. Initially, what we did was to create the awareness among the people through rallies and campaigns, following it up with voluntary waste pickup drives by the locals. But the real impact came when we started to act on the age-old saying and started to walk the talk, prevention is better than cure, and created the promising and collaborative Steel Bank.
Tata Coffee helped Tupran municipality in Telangana, India create this steel bank which lends plates and tumblers for community functions for a refundable deposit. The bank serves more than 13,000 households across 35 villages, preventing over 100 tons of plastic waste annually.
Tata projects and the new Parliament building. Construction sites generate significant plastic waste. Tata Projects, a technology-led EPC company, is committed to addressing this issue across the value chain. During the prestigious new Parliament building project for the Government of India, Tata Projects put in place a streamlined process for collection, segregation and utilization of plastic waste generated during the course of the project.
There are various aspects to this project, and we knew that one of the reason of plastic pollution is poor waste management. So what we did is we actually engaged all workers, our colleagues, our team members, and at peak time we were around 6,000 plus people at site. So we engaged everyone and put up some awareness sessions, not only about reuse and recycle plastics, but also about how to put up those plastic waste into the right bins. Then we collected that waste. And then we engaged an NGO who was primarily an NGO who's working on women empowerment, but he helped us taking us those plastic waste and converting into the useful products. And those useful products was further distributed to the project team thereafter.
The project led to more than 820 kilograms of plastic waste being reused or converted into useful products instead of ending up in landfills.
IHCL, India's first zero single-use plastic hotel. Located in the pristine Andaman and Nicobar Islands, the Taj Exotica Resort and Spa is among India's first ever zero single-use plastic hotels.
So the very beautiful islands of Andamans, we realized that didn't have a solid waste management facility in place, and it wouldn't have been easy for us to put something like that. So the next best option was for us to make sure that we didn't generate as much waste to get started with, and we tread the path of going completely free of single-use plastic in this particular location of ours.
As a first step, Taj set up an in-house glass bottling unit to eliminate plastic water bottles. Next, plastic packaging for bathroom amenities was addressed by switching to refillable dispensers for soap, shampoo, conditioner and body wash, biodegradable toothbrushes and earplugs, and jute or cotton laundry bags. Tea, coffee and snacks with non-plastic packaging were chosen, and biodegradable bamboo and papaya stem straws were introduced.
The Taj Exotica Resort and Spa Andamans is one of the first zero single-use plastic hotel of ours, and it has set a great example for many of our other hotels in the portfolio to tread the same path.
Today, across multiple Taj properties, plastic water bottles have been replaced with reusable glass bottles, leading to elimination of 36 tons of plastic in FY23 alone. By adopting sustainable packaging solutions for bathroom amenities and access keys, the company aims to avoid more than 100 tons of plastic waste in FY24.
Tata Motors and JLR, fishing for solutions to ocean plastics. Our oceans today are plagued with ghost fishing nets, which are primarily made from nylon, a plastic fiber. These nets are endangering marine life, including corals. Through innovative in-house R&D and by partnering with actors across the ocean plastics value chain, Tata Motors was able to create inner door handles for their cars from regenerated nylon or Regnile. Not only does this regenerated nylon help reduce ocean pollution, it also significantly cuts the energy required during manufacturing.
Getting the waste fishing nets was the first challenge by itself. Furthermore, its mechanical and weathering properties were very inferior as compared with virgin nylon. Tata Motors research team addressed this gap by developing additive dosage, having ingredients such as glass fibers, minerals, ultraviolet stabilizers, impact modifiers, and pigments.
In a similar vein, JLR2 is replacing virgin nylon with Econil for the floor mats used in its cars. Econil, which is produced using ocean plastics and landfill waste, reduces emissions in production by 90% compared to virgin material.
These were some of the interesting examples of how Tata companies are beating plastic pollution. Inspiring, aren't they? You can read about more such initiatives on www.tatasustainability.com.
Next week, we will focus on individual actions for beating plastic pollution. So stay tuned.